Welcome to Sport Wrap with Ashwin Mberi. What a week it has been internationally and of course locally, and particularly our brave warriors have been making us proud. But before we get into all of that, we'll take a quick break and swing into the hit list.
If you don't like ordinary sports but still crave epic action, then tune in for this. The Namibian Wrestling Federation is bringing the heat with the Windhoek Open Championship. In the NRU Domestic League, the Travelling Kudus are set to clash with Trusco United. The United Rugby Stadium will be electrified with hard hits, strategic plays and raw passion. This isn't just a game night, it's an experience. Whether you're a die-hard rugby enthusiast or a wrestling fanatic, there's something for everyone.
So our brave warriors continue to make us proud, qualifying for the semi-finals in the COSAFA Cup. As we know, in Southern Africa, this is not just about pride, it's about achievement and beating the boys that you know from across the border. So 3-1 was the score against Seychelles. Here are some words from the coach as well as the man of the match. Well done, brave warriors.
Omzo, congratulations. It looked like you wanted a hat-trick. Let me know as to how this match was for you.
First of all, we thank the Almighty above us. So, yeah, obviously I wanted the hat-trick. Yeah, so, but all in all, I played and scored 2 goals, so I'm grateful for that.
Let me know as to what was the conversation between you and your teammates. Obviously, at halftime, you guys were leading, but knowing that you should win this game, should you to progress within the competition.
We wasted the chance we got first half. So we went back there, and the coach told us that we need to score goals for us to go forward, because they can come back anytime. So that's what we did. We came back and then fixed our mistake. We got 2 goals, and we are grateful for.
And finally, let me know about the team work within the squad. Obviously, it looked like the players on the bench also were cheering you guys on throughout the entire match.
It's not about individual, it's a teamwork. And if they have our back, why we are not afraid of anything. So I'm grateful and I'm happy for that. I got the man of the match, and thank you so much.
Well spoken, like a brave warrior yourself. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That is Coach Benjamin. Is this exactly the display that you wanted?
Yeah, I think we have to be good with the 3 points, the win. Of course, it can always be better, and but at the moment with tournament football, it's fine. We move.
Let's talk about the positives from this encounter. What did you pick up that we will be keeping going into the next round?
I think the young boys that they got a chance, they brought in a little bit of life, wanting to play the ball, but also at the score of 3-0, it's kind of like a little bit easy. So the playing time that they got, I think that's the positive, and I think for us to score 3 goals, that's really a good thing, and obviously that builds confidence, and the confidence is what we need going into the next matches.
The confidence is what you need, but also this gave you an opportunity to do some squad rotation. From the substitutions that you made, did you get exactly what it was that you're looking for?
I can always get better. The coach is never happy.
And finally, Coach, let me know, the next round, this is exactly what you wanted. What do you look forward to improving within your team?
Yeah, I think obviously the phases of game possession, when we have the ball, I think we couldn't really get solutions to the physical good defensive strategy that Seychelles had. So that's something that we have to work on when we have the ball. How do we actually unlock these defenses that's rigid and that's organized like Seychelles had? So in the next games, that's what we have to look at. And obviously the transitions, losing the ball, running, going backwards, has to have more urgency in that, and the set pieces. We're forever struggling with that. But yeah, we love to fight another day. I think we've got 2 games now that we need to play, and then prepare these boys. In the end, capacity building, widening the scope and the scope of the Brave Warriors, so that we have more players that can compete at this level. And I think this is exactly what we want from this tournament.
Well, Coach, congratulations. See you in the next round. That is...
You are still with Sport Wrap. After the break, we talk basketball. Now, the Sanlam Nation 3x3 basketball tournament was held in Rundu, and my oh my was it at an event to behold, which was at the UNAM campus in Rundu. So here are some words from the president of the federation, as well as a couple of the winners as they went hooping.
Ish. I won't lie, to be honest, our final game was a bit, okay, let me be straightforward, it was terrible. We underestimated the other team, which led us to winning by 1 point. It was a miracle that we actually won. And I would say we've also learned something, to never underestimate teams, even though you've played against them before, and that you should fight until the end. So, yeah.
How did things start off?
I mean, it started off pretty well. We had our momentum going, it was still rising. We played as a team. We learned a few things, because for us, it's our first time playing here. And we were not used to the courts, but we adapted quicker. And I would say throughout the whole tournament was pretty well.
And is there any focus area that you guys would like to work on as a team?
I would say we want to focus on when we are under pressure. Yeah, because throughout the tournament, we were not under pressure, so we just did our own things. Yeah, and then in the finals, when we were under pressure, we froze, we hesitated. So I think we need to work on that, and we also need to now start thinking, if we're under pressure, what do we do? So we can now score more baskets and play better defense. Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Nigel Mobita. I'm the president of the Namibian Basketball Federation.
Can you tell us what's happening here?
We are proud to be in Rundu right now in the Kavango region. We're having the Sanlam 3x3 National Basketball Competition. So as we know, 3x3 is different from 5-on-5. 3x3 is faster, more exciting. So we're really happy to be out here having various regions, many regions, the 4Os, Komas, obviously, Taras region, Irongo region, Ochozonjupa, Zambezi. We're really happy and proud. And obviously the Kavango region have to be in their home base. So really happy that basketball is going all over the country and is becoming a real national sport. Yeah.
Can you tell us how things are going currently?
Everything is going great. We started yesterday on Friday. We had the preliminary games. We're about to wrap up the preliminary games right now. Just to mention, we got under 19 male, female, seniors, male, female, and then we got the masters for the first time this year. Masters is 35 and above. That'll be the big boys, you know. As a president, I'm happy that that group is there, because I also get to mess around and have a good time with everybody here. Yeah.
Tell us, how's the quality of the game?
I love it because Komas is obviously seen as the spearhead, the leader in basketball in Namibia. So when you get to mix Komas and the other regions, they get to see new skills and take them back to their places. But to be honest, the first tournament was actually won by Oshana region in 2021. So it's not all about Komas, hey? So it just shows that the more we play against the others, everybody gets better. This year, the impressive one was the Irongo region. They're really doing the things that need to be done. Yeah.
Nigel, any message to maybe upcoming persons that are interested in wanting to pick up?
Message that I can give out to Namibia as a whole is we got primary school basketball, secondary school basketball happening in towns near you. So therefore, let your kids come out and play. And to sponsors out there that want to come on board, we got sponsors that are really great to partner with. So come along and join us, help the sport grow.
I'm here with Denzel.
Karasev, yeah.
How was the game?
Man, overall, it was really competitive. Man, like Komas gave us a difficult time, but I guess overall I enjoyed it. Let me not lie, I enjoyed it. I played to my fullest potential, so yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Yeah.
And how did the game start off yesterday?
Oh no, yesterday, Rundu, the guys here, the staff from Rundu, we gotta thank them because they're very welcoming. You know, the food, the accommodation, everything was really good. And the games, you know, regions came to compete and they gave us a show, each and every one of the regions. So I'd love to thank the sponsors and the president, Mr. Nigel himself, for sponsoring and making this event possible. Because we had really a lot of fun here.
Is there any pointers maybe that you guys would like to focus on from the last game that you played?
Oh yeah, no. Usually when we play the semi-finals, we played less of a team, but we played more individual basketball. But in the finals, we played more of a team, and that's why we could see. That's why we were so hyped and emotional about the game, because we knew we all worked hard for the game, and we played really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the game?
How was the game? The finals? It was quite good. My team played together better than the semi-finals, I feel. And we really, although we don't play together, we had really good team spirit, and it was a very, very good game.
How did things start off?
Yesterday we first had to get used to playing with each other because we are all from different regions. But then we ended up getting to the finals together and creating a team spirit we never thought would create.
Okay, now from the final match, is there anything that you guys saw that you'd like to improve as a team?
I would like to improve as a team. On a 3-on-3, I'm not sure, but individual skills, because I feel like as the big men, they did their part, the small men did their part. We had everything. I feel like we had everything we needed. Pleasure.
All right, we love some good old basketball, and it's good to see the sport gaining more momentum in Namibia. However, swinging back to football, Brave Warriors Group 4 AFCON qualifiers. Here is the draw. We are in Group J alongside Cameroon, Kenya, and neighbors Zimbabwe. That is going to be very interesting. Kenya is slightly more new to the scene with regards to football prowess. Cameroon, well known. Of course, Namibia has no reason to fear Cameroon, and we'll see how Zimbabwe goes. It's usually a plus or minus thing when Brave Warriors take on the Warriors of Zimbabwe. We're going to take a quick break before we return with our very own Olympian cyclist, Feralusa.
Today we are going to learn how to bake. Welcome everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
Feralusa continues to make Namibia proud. Just 2 weeks ago, she won a championship in Italia, and she's getting ready to represent us at the Olympics, and this is going to be in France. So for those of you who are not familiar with this Namibian icon, we had a chat with her on Sport Rap some time ago. Let's recap on the one, the only Feralusa.
Okay, well, this is episode 2 of Athletes World, and you guys are probably wondering, who are we having at IJG Trails? And we have none other than Feralusa. Farah, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you.
Okay, before we do get into this conversation, just so you guys know, Farah won the Namibian Sports Commission Awards Sportswoman of the Year. Okay, Farah, let's just run through that. How was last year for you? Sports-wise, winning the Sportswoman of the Year award. Yeah, what did it take for you last year?
Yeah, I mean, to win the Sportswoman of the Year, you have to have a whole year of good performances, which
Exactly.
I really did have.
Yeah.
I had a phenomenal year last year. I started with winning the national champs in January on the road bike, then going to South Africa, winning the Cape Epic, which is also known as the biggest mountain bike race in the world, comparable to the Tour de France on the road. And then from there I went to Europe. I raced there quite a few races. I won the Swiss Epic, which is the European Cape Epic. And then I won my first World Cup in France in September. So yeah, it was a really good year. And then in October I broke my hand. So I had a little bit of a break there, which was maybe good because now I can go in full swing into this year again.
Wow. Just a few of the achievements. I mean, Switzerland Epic, how was that? We watched that on TV and we were cheering for you the whole way because we had to cover it all the way from here. And we saw you guys were in a team. You guys had a 2-man team, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and the roads looked epic. But yeah, tell us about that. How long was it, like the distance-wise, and how did you enjoy it?
Yeah, the Swiss Epic is 5 days and the distances are between 60 and 100 kilometers a day, but with a lot of climbing. They have different climbs there than we have here. They have the Alps. And yes, it's
Okay.
a two-person team. So I was racing with my Mauritian friend Kim Lacourt that I also raced the Cape Epic with. And yeah, we just have a phenomenal partnership, which really helps in those races. And then, yeah, somehow we could pull it off. I always thought I'm not a good climber, but I think since I moved to Switzerland a few years ago, I really had to improve in that. So now my climbing skills are much better.
Much better. Okay, well, okay, then let's talk about where it all began for you. When did you get into cycling? And yeah.
Whew, I've been cycling for a long time already. I started as a little girl. If I see the little girls now riding, I'm like, oh, that's where I started. So I started with the age of 8.
Okay.
And I always enjoyed cycling. My brother was doing it, my bigger brother, and what he can do, I can also do. So
Okay.
I had to go into cycling. I also did a few other sports like swimming. I tried all kinds of sports. But then, yeah, cycling just stick to me. Like, it's such a nice sport. It's outdoor. You can do it with people.
Yeah.
I just love it.
You
So
just love
at a
cycling,
point
yeah.
I had to decide what I wanted to do, and then I decided for cycling, and I think that was definitely the right decision.
And you went for it and you stayed on track till today.
Yes.
Okay, well, speaking of origins, where do you originate from? Where do you come from? Where did you grow up in? Yeah, as you said you're cycling from a young age. Where did you grow up? When did you move to Switzerland and all of that?
I grew up in Windhoek.
Okay.
Born and raised in Windhoek. I went
City
to
girl?
Yes,
Okay.
City girl. I went to the German school here. Finished my school there. After that, I went to South Africa to study there. Always took my bike with. And then I met my now husband in South Africa, and he is from Switzerland. That's how I ended up in Switzerland. then.
Okay.
So it was the next step to go there. The racing in Europe is just so much better and so much more competitive. So if you want to do the next step, you have to go there.
Okay,
So for me,
okay.
it was like the next step, but I also enjoy it, but I still love coming back to Namibia.
Okay, well, and your husband is a well-decorated cyclist as well, mountain biker. I don't know what do we call you guys? Is it cyclist? Is it mountain biker, or is it a bit of both?
I think Connie is definitely a mountain biker,
Okay.
a pure mountain biker, marathon mountain biking. Actually, it's a longer distance.
Yeah.
I love my mountain bike marathon. I'm actually also really good at it, but I do road races as well.
Yeah.
Like the 2 Olympics I've been to, that was on the road bike. So I have a soft spot for that as well. But yeah, I like the balance. I think it's also good for one to not only do one thing, but I would say my heart is still on the mountain bike.
Mountain bike. I think Alex said the same thing when we spoke about what he is, and he classified himself as an all-around person, but preferably the mountain biking is where it's at. But yeah, your husband is a well-decorated mountain biker, and you are as well. Tell me, how do you guys complement each other? Did you learn a lot from him? Do you guys work out together? Because I mean, you guys complement each other so well when it comes to the racing.
Yeah, I think I definitely learned a lot of him. I mean, I got to know him when I was 20.
Okay.
And we've been together for almost 10 years now,
Ooh.
so quite a long time. And
Okay.
he is a little bit older than me, so he has had those 4 years of more experience already.
Yeah.
So when I met him, my training got so much more professional.
Okay.
I started eating better, recovering better. It's all of these things. Cycling is not about what you do on the bike. It's
Okay.
actually a 24/7 job. You have to look that you eat right, that you sleep right, that you recover, that you train right. It's the
Okay.
whole package. And I think doing that together with your partner, it's so much easier then.
Yeah.
Because if you had a partner that just wants to go party every night,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, but I have to go to bed at 9 because I have to go race tomorrow morning at 6.
That'll be a problem.
It won't work. So like this, we really complement each other. He knows what I need. I know what he needs.
Yeah.
He helps me in so many aspects. He cleans my bikes. He fixes my bikes.
All right, from me, Ashwin Betty, I'm going to be calling it a day, but I'll be leaving you in the very capable hands of Ari Hogad as he takes us globe-trotting. See you tomorrow.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news and starting off with Wimbledon tennis news first. One of the big majors of the year taking place still week 1, and the news from the men's side of the draw is number 1 seed Yannick Sinner of Italy. He's through to the third round, beating compatriot from Italy Matteo Berrettini. He beat him by 7-6, 7-6, 2-6 and 7-6 again in the fourth set. He's through to the third round, that is Yannick Sinner. Defending champion Carlos Alcaraz of Spain, he beat Alec Vukic by 7-6, 6-2 and 6-2. He's also through to the third round, and they will face American Francis Tiafoe. He's number 29 seed, and it was Tiafoe that had a good win against Borna Coric. The score there was 7-6, 6-1 and 6-3 to advance also to the third round against Carlos Alcaraz. On the women's side of the draw, it is local favourite Emma Raducanu. She had a good win against Elise Mertens, and she's through to the third round in almost 3 years of major tennis, as she beat her by 6-1 and 6-2. And then number 19 seed Emma Navarro, she beat Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka is a 4-time major winner, and it was Emma Navarro of the United States beating her 6-4 and 6-1. And then also number 2 seed, that is Coco Gauff. She's from the United States, also one of the early favourites. She's safely through to the third round, beating Anka Tordini 6-2 and 6-1. Moving on to cycling news, it's the Tour de France that continues, and it was stage 5 that is completed. And the big news from stage 5 is that Mark Cavendish, he is from Great Britain. He broke the Tour de France stage win records. He won his 35th stage win, and that was surpassing the legendary Eddie Merckx. Eddie Merckx had 34 wins. He was a legendary cyclist in the 70s and the 80s. It was Mark Cavendish that won a sprint finish in stage 5, and it is still Tadej Pogačar that is the leader. That is the yellow jersey at the moment. Tadej Pogačar finished in the bunch in the sprint finish, and second at the general classifications at the moment is Remco Evenepoel, 45 seconds behind Tadej Pogačar, and then Jonas Vingegaard 55 seconds behind the leader at the moment. Stage 6 will be 163 kilometers, that will be in the wine regions of the Burgundy wine region of France, and it will be from Mâcon to Dijon. That is stage 6 in the Tour de France. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is Formula 1 racing news. It is the British Grand Prix at Silverstone this coming weekend. The big news is a rivalry between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. They were very competitive at Austria, and they also had an on-track collision. And it is Lando Norris that said that he worked out a way to avoid another on-track crash with Max Verstappen in the British Grand Prix. At the moment, it is Max Verstappen leading on 237 points, and then 81 points behind him in second place is Lando Norris in his McLaren. So it seems like the 2024 season will be a big tussle between Red Bull and McLaren, Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Neo Paints is proud to call Namibia home. For more than 70 years, Neo Paints has been inspired by this country's natural colors and beauty to produce the wide variety of trusted quality paints we have become known for. Proudly Namibian by nature, Neo Paints has over the years involved itself in several key projects across the nation, bringing lasting beauty, premium paints to liven up both indoor and outdoor environments. As durable as the Namib Desert, Neo Paints has stood the test of time through all weather conditions, leaving a lasting impression on the hearts and the minds of all Namibians. Neo Paints Namibia, a coat of excellence.